Alright, and with that, we are live. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 6 of the monthly Beatdown podcast. I am Annie, the host of the Gaming Beatdown, and yes, February has come and gone already, and it was a pretty short month because it is the shortest month of the entire year, and just felt like it just happened. Didn't February just feel like it just happened? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It just came and went. Probably just because I've also been busy for the past month, so that's probably another reason why I think it just came and went kind of thing. So yeah. But yeah, welcome everybody to the 6th episode of the Monthly Beatdown podcast. We are here for the March 2017 channel update. Like I said, I am Andy, the host of the Gaming Beatdown. I do this every once a month kind of podcast just to give everybody an update on the channel status and everything like that. You may be noticing there's a lot of stuff in the background. There's points to that, and I will go over why that is in just a second here. But yeah, we'll discuss why all this is all there and whatnot. But yeah, so usually for every show, I usually talk about basically my subscriber shout out. I give everybody a shout out who is a subscriber. I also give a month recap of what happened in the past month of casting. Talk about what was being played and everything. What to expect for the upcoming month, so basically what's to expect for this upcoming month. I also have some news about BeatdownBot, some stuff about emotes, and stuff about all of this, like I've been mentioning, and a console. I have something to talk about that, and I'll also have the March 2017 schedule for the month. So yes, and that's also, by the way, destined to change at any point. And then we'll also be doing a Q&A session where you guys can submit me questions through Ask FM, and I will basically answer some questions. I'll answer about 5 questions every month, or 10, depending on how many I have. So yeah, that's how that's gonna go. So yeah. Alright, so to kick things off, we're gonna talk about our subscriber shout out. I do this every month, just giving a shout out to people who have subscribed to the channel to the power of the Game with Sub button. If you're watching this live on the Twitch channel, you can actually find it down below in the info section. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, head to my Twitch channel and you can find it down below in my info section. And if you were willing to consider doing so, once again, it is a 100% optional thing, so you can do it if you wish, and that's if you want to. So I'm not asking anyone to do it. If you would like to contribute towards the channel and everything like that, this is a good way you can actually do so. So let's get this underway here. So we'll start off with people who have been the subscriber to the longest, to like the newer ones. This past month we actually made 3 new subscribers, so that's pretty awesome. Thank you for those who subscribed. Thank you to Kirk64, who's on his 2nd month of being a paid subscriber. I believe this is now his 3rd month of being, or 2nd one now of being a subscriber, so that's pretty awesome. He's usually a Twitch caster. You can follow him over at twitch.tv/Kirk64, and I think he's been saying he wants to do some more YouTube stuff. So you can find his channel, I think is youtube.com/Kirk64, if I believe what it is. I'm not too sure on his YouTube. I believe that's what it is. If I get that wrong, feel free to fix that up if Kirk's watching or whatnot. You're more than welcome to do so. And then we have a couple of 3 new subscribers from the past month. Kippy is one of our new subscribers. He just recently subbed a couple days ago, actually, so he's on his official first month of being a subscriber, so thank you very much for that. He also streams every now and then on Twitch, so you can follow him at twitch.tv/Kippy00. Thank you to Billy3802, aka Bad News Billy. He also recently just subbed a couple days ago as well. We had basically a subscriber train the first bit of that cast, and I believe he also streams every now and then too. I have actually only caught one of his casts one time. I think he was playing Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, you definitely should go follow him. I'm not too sure if he has anything else he would like to be promoted. If you do, make sure to just post it in the chat here, and maybe I'll post it up here on an annotation or something like that eventually, after this episode gets uploaded to YouTube or whatnot. And finally, our last subber was Super Mutant. He also subbed at the same time, so he's also a brand new subscriber. This is his first month being a paid subscriber as well, so thank you very much for doing so. And those are basically our subscribers for the month, so thank you for those who subscribe. Also, Super Mutant, by the way, he's also a caster, so go follow him over at SuperMutant2099. That's what he does mostly, so check him out there. But yeah, those were our subscribers for the for the month, so thank you those who subscribed. And like I said, if you are wanting to subscribe to the channel, by doing so you'll get benefits and other good jazz for being a paid subscriber. You can subscribe for a month or so or whatever. It's 100% optional. I'm not asking anyone to do so. This is if you are willing to want to contribute toward the channel and all of the good stuff going towards it. That's a way you can do so. So yeah. So now that we got our subscriber shout out of the way here, let's talk about the month's recap here. So February is a bit of a busy month for me. I mean, the start off of it was kinda normal. I mean, the first half was normal, and then it was the third and fourth weeks that were pretty darn busy. That's just work scheduling and whatnot. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, I had to do a lot of working this past month at the end of February. That is. But we were able to take down 2 games this month for Let's Play nights. We were doing Pikmin 2, which recently just finished up or wrapped up a couple days ago. I thought that was a pretty awesome game. I think I enjoyed it a lot more compared to the first one. I do like a lot of the new like stuff that they added from the second game to this one. Thank goodness for no bomb Pikmin. Thank goodness for that. That was the one thing I kind of didn't really like as much compared to the first one. But I think Pikmin 2, it is a longer game, but it's also a better game. I love how I can take my time going through the entire the game, collecting all the treasures, in which we did. We 100%ed the game. In fact, in case anyone is wondering, we collected every treasure in the game. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we did that. I figured, you know what, while we were going through it, because I kept getting told maybe we should just get a specific amount of them over time, but because I was doing so well, I was like, you know what, maybe we should go for all of them. Like I mentioned during the playthroughs, some of the dungeons were pretty tough, and some of them were pretty easy. The boss fights were all pretty fun, I gotta say that. A lot of the boss fights were really, really good, and I actually really enjoyed them this time around compared to the first game. Not like the last boss in the first game. I think that was probably the hardest boss in that game, hands down. The one in this Pikmin 2, I mean, it's a little tricky, but it just feels like you're not doing anything. But you do eventually are doing damage, and it was still a really fun fight. I really liked the idea where you had to like take down like the parts off the guy, and then you can't do that like an attack, so you can't do like water attacks, you can't do fire attacks, poison attacks, and all that. Very fun fight, and then because of that we saved Louis. He was the last treasure in the game, which he became called the king of the bugs or something like that. Very awesome. But yeah, I really enjoyed Pikmin 2. It's probably so far one of the better playthroughs for the season, and eventually I'll have to play Pikmin 3. Probably not this season, but maybe sometime down the line. So yes, I still have some Wii U games left to play, and that is Pikmin 3 and maybe Xenoblade, but I have to play Xenoblade Chronicles first before I can ever get to that. So yeah, and yeah, so that's basically one of the games we played. Another game we were playing through was Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD, part of our little mini Kingdom Hearts marathon, which is still going to be ongoing to start this month off, but this was the second game part of it, and this was part of the HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue Collection. We actually played through Dream Drop Distance. I have played Dream Drop Distance in the past before this playthrough. This was the first time I was actually playing it on an actual console, and I have to say this version of the game is 100 times better compared to the 3DS version. Nothing against the 3DS. It just being able to play the game on like a legit like DualShock controller, and I dropped my controller. Thank you for that. Like an actual like DualShock controller like that. Like just it feels better. It just feels like it was built to be played on an actual console than it is a handheld, because after a while when you're playing a 3DS, your hands get kind of cramped for games like that. Even like Smash 3DS, my hands get sore after a while. So that's why I like the Wii U version a lot more compared to the 3DS version of the game. So yeah, actually, it's a really good port. It still has a lot of issues compared to like what the original version had. I mean, the Dream Meters are still kind of a meh addition, and especially with how you get abilities and all that. Personally, they should have still used the Birth by Sleep system, where you can just like forge like abilities and make like new ones, right? And then you can like unlock like a Leaf Bracer once more, Second Chance, and that. Yeah, but I know I can understand that you're trying to do something different to make the Dream Meters a little special, but I don't know. The grinding just to like get special abilities and all that just takes too long, and sometimes I just like I just want to get my ability like that, right? So I don't know. But I guess there's also those little mini games which I didn't do, but honestly, they're not. That takes a little too long too, because you can only do it so many times. You have to wait like after like a specific amount of time in order to actually in order to use like the play toys again afterwards, because you can do it as many times as you want, but then they'll stop like getting any levels or anything like that after a while. So I figured it was not really much doing that. So basically the meat and potatoes to get most of the experience is by doing like combat and whatnot. So and also the reality shifts, they're a little different because this version doesn't use the touchscreen or the touchpad here. The 3DS version, there was like touchscreen mechanic for the reality shifts, but this version doesn't actually use them, which is kind of surprising because I thought actually they would do that, but no, it's mostly just you use the analog stick and press X for the most part. That's really it, honestly. That's really all it is. So it's a lot different compared to the 3DS version. It's a little more how do you say it? Streamlined, I guess. It's not basically using a mechanic just to do it to activate these. So it's a little easier, but some of them are actually kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie, especially the one at the Fantasia World. That's probably the toughest one in the whole game, personally. But just because it goes so fast and you have to like press the button in time, and it's like I don't know. Sometimes the timing just seems off with them, I feel. But yeah. But other than that, yeah, I still think the PS4 version of Dream Drop Distance is still the definitive version of the game, and I will probably be playing it off cast a good number of times too, just because I actually really like Dream Drop Distance. It's a hell of a good game. It's a very underrated Kingdom Hearts game, personally. Is it hard? The first half, no. There are some tough, tricky parts, but when you get to the last world of the game, absolutely it is. Holy hell. If you're not prepared with abilities, that game's gonna kick your ass. I'm just gonna say that right now. It can get really hard. The difficulty spike does actually increase, like, in the last world. Like, it's pretty much smooth sailing for the first 7 worlds, and then once you get to the last one, the difficulty just spikes up like that. It's like, damn, dude. Way to just jump up the difficulty out of nowhere. And this was on Proud. This wasn't on critical mode, because if you play the game for the first time, you actually have to play Proud or any other mode in order to unlock critical. So unfortunately, you don't unlock critical right off the bat like in a previous game. So you have to actually beat Proud in order to get critical. But even still, critical will be a bitch to play through, I have to say. As long as you get the abilities, then you should be fine. But for the most part, if you're not prepared with the abilities, yeah, your booty's getting wrecked. Just I will say that now, but yeah. But overall, yeah, Dream Drop, very fun. I thought the playthrough went very smoothly. Sure, there was some parts where I kept dying, especially to that one boss. You know the one, but he's considered the hardest boss in the whole game for the story-wise. But I was able to get by him. The other ones I did die a few times on, but I was able to like not do as many attempts as I needed to for those ones, thankfully. So. It's just the one boss I always have troubles with, even in the 3DS version. So, yeah. So yeah, that was with that. For late night beatdowns, we only had 1 session. It was gonna be 2, but unfortunately, there was some other things I was working on off cast, so I canceled that with that stream in order to happening. And that was supposed to be Rocket League and a viewer's choice game. So that Rocket League cast was actually gonna be happening as of this recording tomorrow. For late night beatdowns. We're gonna have late night beatdowns tomorrow night. Rocket League will be one of the games, and there will be a viewer's choice game. So that's just to make up for Rocket League not being played the last previous late night beatdowns. I believe the other game that was played, I think it was Overwatch. I believe no, it was Sonic All Stars Racing and something else. What was it? I can't remember. I'm gonna look back at my stream announcements here on Discord just to find out what that was, because I forgot what it was, actually. Oh yeah, it was Overwatch. Okay, yeah, it was Overwatch and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. That's right, that's what it was, yeah. So those were the games that were played last time, the previous week. That was the first week of February, in fact. Yeah, and Overwatch, I think there was an event going on. It was the Year of the Rooster event that was going on, so we played a bit of Capture the Flag and all that. Very fun. And then Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Fortunately, I didn't really have much unlocked, so I was just trying to unlock some stuff for the next time I actually play that game on the cast. And in case anyone's wondering, it was the PC version, in case anyone's wondering. Not the 360 or the Wii U version, it was the PC version. Probably the best version of the game, hands down. And yeah, I'll have to play that game again because we didn't really have a lot of people playing it or before, so hopefully next time when I play it, we'll actually have a good number of people playing it, so that'll be pretty awesome if we can get a good number of people playing that, because I don't know, it's a good game, but even though I prefer Mario Kart a little more, I still think that game is still pretty good for what it is. And yeah, and then of course Mario Kart always happening on this past Sunday. Every Sunday this past month, we've had Mario Kart, and it's been interesting. There's been days where it's been busy, and then there's been days it's been kind of just quiet as heck. I don't know. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. So it's like this is how weeks have been going with this game. It's like a tidal wave kind of thing. Hopefully it picks up with the hype of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We can get a good number of people playing more Mario Kart 8 before that comes out, because it's going to be interesting when the Deluxe version comes out. How the community for the Wii U version is going to be, if it's going to still be as popular or not, will be very, very, very interesting to see, because like I've been mentioning, I am going to be trying to keep the Wii U version and the Switch version going on simultaneously. So one week we'll be doing like the Wii U version, and then the other week we'll be doing the Switch version. So that's how that will be working. And hopefully the Wii U version still has its community, because I don't want to abandon those people. I don't want to be like Nintendo and abandon the Wii U community with Mario Kart. I will still be playing that version as long as I can until Nintendo tells me I can't otherwise. So that's how that will basically work. And there's another Mario Kart game I've been wanting to get onto this channel. That I'm not too sure when that will be though, so that's the thing. So I'd love to get eventually 3 Mario Kart games being played on this channel all at once for Mario Kart Sundays, just to have a bunch of variety, because I think that's what Mario Kart is needing. It needs more variety, right? So I think we need some variety for Mario Kart. I mean, it's as fun as it is to play in the same version of the game over a while. It does get kind of tedious, a little repetitive, and kind of over time. There was a week where I was just kind of burnt out a bit of playing it, and I wasn't really wanting to play it. So I kind of canceled one cast and basically moved it to another day. So that's kind of the reason why. So I know some people always depend on me to play Mario Kart on Sundays, but I don't know. It's been sometimes lately I've just been kind of getting a little burnt out on it, just because I don't know. It's kind of been the same old kind of thing after a while. As much as I love Mario Kart 8, it's probably my favorite game on the Wii U. It does get a little tiring after a while. So yeah, I'm just gonna pick up this controller real quickly here. But not to saying Mario Kart's going anywhere at all. It was just saying sometimes I just need a break. Always casting it, just because after 135 weeks of it, I mean, it definitely gets to you. After a while, it's like, yeah, it is kind of rinse and repeat kind of a scenario after a while. So yeah. Plus, on top of that, you got like other casters playing it on Thursdays. I mean, we had Mystic playing it on there, and then we have, I think Koshi's was playing it after a while. So it's like, huh. Not really much you can really do about that when the games being played here are kind of going like this. So yeah, there's a lot of people always casting it on Sundays, but keep in mind, I've been the one who's been casting it on Sundays probably the longest compared to anybody. So yeah. Not to saying you shouldn't go to any of those other people's channels for Mario Kart either, but because they're all worth playing it as well. But I just want to say that I've been doing it for the longest. That's all. not to be egotistical or anything, but that's just how it is. It's just the truth. That's basically all I have to say about that. So yeah, basically that's all that kind of happened this past month. We had 2 Let's Play Nights games being completed. We had late night beatdowns, and we also had Mario Kart Sundays all the time. So yeah, that's basically what happened. For March, you can expect basically a few things. Basically, we have 2 games going on for the month of March. One game being part of this collection right here, and this is going to be our last game for the Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts Marathon. We have the second game, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep. This game will basically take only about, I'd say, 2 to 3 hours long, depending how the game treats me. It will be on Proud Mode, just in case anybody's asking. That's the version I'm going to be playing. Once we complete this version early, we're going to be showcasing the Kingdom Hearts Chi back cover, or Key back cover, whichever you want to call it. It's basically a movie based off the handheld game. Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. So yeah, so we're going to be having 2 bonus things, and this will take only just 1 cast. We haven't done a 1 cast game in quite a while, actually, so yeah, this will take very shortly. And the best thing about this game is that this playthrough basically is going to be the prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3. So basically, once I beat these, once I showcase both of those, I have caught up. I have done every Kingdom Hearts game that has come out, and I've beaten every single one of them until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. So yeah, we're basically done with Kingdom Hearts until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, which I'm hoping is next year. That will be awesome. And yeah, so it should be a pretty awesome game. Especially, it's gonna look a lot different compared to like the other Kingdom Hearts games. You have the old school arts design here. I'll try to show it, which is the top here. You see the Dream Drop distance there, and then you got like this brand new like look using the Unreal Engine 4. So yeah, it's a different looking game for sure. So that's basically how Kingdom Hearts is gonna be looking like as time goes on and on. So yeah. And then the second game, which will probably take the whole month and probably a bit of next month, and that is Tales and Symphonia, which is my first ever Tales game to ever be played here, and it'll be being played on the PS3 version of the Chronicles Edition. So yeah, I'll be playing that version, and like I said, this is my first time playing a Tales and Symphonia game. I get a lot of people saying I should play these games, especially since I like this franchise. So and apparently there are some similarities in combat like that with this one, but apparently there's a bit of a learning curve, so that'll be kind of interesting, because I have played Namco Bandai RPG before, and that is Ni no Kuni, but apparently this one has a little bit more of a learning curve compared to that. So this should be kind of interesting. I hope it's a good game. I hear a lot of good things about Symphonia. Like apparently it's like the most popular compared to a lot of the people. Like I asked, like I've been asking like, a lot of people who've played Tales, like what's your favorite? And everyone keeps saying it's like Symphonia, or like there's like a different one, but I get a lot of people saying Symphonia for sure. So, and because I actually never heard of this game until one time I downloaded what was it, Super Smash Bros. Flash 2, and apparently Lloyd Irving is in that game. He's actually a playable character in that game. It's basically like a Flash animated version of Super Smash Bros., which has Sora in it as well, and anime characters and whatnot. And then Lloyd Irving is in the game as well, who is the main character of this game. So that's kind of the first time I actually heard about it. I did see like this game, the original version of GameCube, being like in the video stores years and years ago, but never was able to try it out because it was always rented. So I had no idea what it is. So I tried and just passed on it and just rented like other stuff like Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Sunshine, Shadow the Hedgehog. but that's besides the point though. So yeah, so I never really got to play it. So this will be my first experience for it. Would have been cool if to have the GameCube version, absolutely. But the GameCube version is unfortunately is a very expensive game. I've been looking at it, prices for it, and yeah, it's not cheap. So thankfully this version is cheaper. This game was actually donated to me a few years ago, in fact, by a viewer. So yeah, I've been needing to get to it. Just been needing to get into the mindset to play it, just because with these kind of long RPGs, you gotta get mentally prepared, I feel. Oh yeah, we got some Sonic music here. But because I've been on a bit of an RPG phase lately, how many RPGs have I played? I've done, so far this season, we've done Paper Mario Color Splash, if you count that as an RPG. I consider it because there's an RPG mechanic in the game. I've done Final Fantasy 15, so that's 2. We've done Kingdom Hearts Recoded, that's 3. We've done Dream Drop Distance. We're going to be doing A Birth by Sleep, and now we're going to be doing Tales of Symphonia. So this is the 6th RPG game already on this channel for the season. That's a hell of a lot of RPGs, hey? But don't worry, once I beat Tales, guys, I'm just going to let you already know that after that, we're going to take a little break from RPGs, and we're going to go back to, like, action-adventure, platformers, and stuff like that, so yeah. Just to take a little break from RPGs for a little bit, because this one's going to be a very long one, too, so especially how I played Final Fantasy 15 for how many days? 10 days? This game shouldn't be as long as that, when I looked up. It says it's like about like 50 hours long, so that's about, well, hold on. Yeah, actually that would be 10 casts, so maybe it is as long as Final Fantasy 15, so who knows? This depends how much I do in the game too, right? So, like I did with Final Fantasy 15, which was like a good truckload of the a good truckload of like the side quests in that, because that's basically all Final Fantasy 15 is. It's basically side quest the game. There was barely much story. I mean, well, there was story, but most of it was kind of touched upon in like the stuff coming out towards it. But this is all 100% mostly story, and maybe I'm assuming there's side questing too in this game. Fans will probably could tell me easily that there probably is. But yeah, it should be fun. Can't wait to play more action RPGs, because as I mentioned, they are my favorite kind of RPGs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually play my first ever Tales game. As for late night beatdowns, we'll have a good number of casts this time for late night beatdowns this month. Last month, like I mentioned, I just couldn't do a lot of late night beatdowns because work got in the way. I can confirm we have 3 sessions this month, so we'll have 3 late night beatdown casts this month. So that is that is good. That's more than last month, which we only had 1. It was going to be 2, but we're gonna have 3. So yeah, get hyped for that. Not too sure what, like this week coming up, or this, as of this recording, starting tomorrow, we'll have Rocket League and a viewer's choice. As for the other days, I'm not too sure yet. I'm still kind of figuring out what I'll be doing for that. So yeah, stay tuned for those. As for Mario Kart, always every Sunday. That's not being changed. It'll be hyped for Mario Kart. Some of the times on the schedule here for spec are a little off. That will be adjusted. They may say an hour later than normal. That's just a glitch through spec themselves. So I'll have to fix all that. So don't keep the times not accurate there. Keep them at my normal time, or my normal time start for the most part. But yeah, that's what you can expect for that. That's what basically March is all about. There may be an unboxing, by the way, guys. An unboxing cast. So keep an eye out on that. I'll just come on randomly and just like do a random unboxing or whatnot. So, and it's for something that's coming out in a few days, but it depends if mine gets here. So, I've been waiting for all that, but I'll talk about more what that is in just a bit here. So yeah, and as for TGBD Sports, since today is the NHL trade deadline, I've been kind of following that as well. I've been kind of trying to get back into an NHL phase, so I'm gonna try to play more NHL on the channel a bit more, and continue more Mario Golf. Those are the 2 things I want to do. I know I didn't really get to do a lot of that last month, just because it was just busy. I will say I'll talk about the schedule for March in a bit here, but if I get a chance, I will try to do more TGBD Sports streams. It might open up more like around, I'd say, May, June, I'd say. Just because it's just been a little, hectic for March, for February for me to do much of that. But I'll try my best to get back to TGBD Sports. Like I said, with this channel, as many times, it is a 100% optional channel. It's just nothing like on schedule or anything. I'll just go on it when I feel like it, kind of thing. This channel is more scheduled and everything, so yeah. So don't expect like any like stream days for everything on that channel. That's like 100% optional. It's just when I feel like it, and when I'm just feeling casual just to play some sports games or whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, that's basically that. Now I just want to talk about a few things that are new now. If you've been on the Discord server, you may have noticed something. We have now added BeatdownBot through the power of AnkBot to Discord. Yes, there was an update that came out yesterday for AnkBot, where BeatdownBot can now be part of the Discord channel, which is pretty awesome. However, there's a bit of a catch with this. If you would like access to use any of the commands and all that, there's a bit of a catch for that. If you want to use any of the bot commands, you have to go and PM BeatdownBot, send him basically ! Link Discord. Once you do that, on Discord he will basically give you like a little code or whatnot. By doing that, make sure to go whisper him the code that he gives you on Twitch, like the legit Twitch whispers. You have to do that. Once you do that, you should get another message that will pop up on Discord through him, and he'll say your linking process was complete or whatever, or successful, and then you'll have the ability to basically use any of the commands or anything like that. So make sure to do that if you want. If you're in the Twitch or the Discord server and you want to use any of the commands or whatnot, make sure to go to Whisper or PM BeatdownBot on Discord, !link Discord. He'll give you a code, copy that, and then whisper BeatdownBot on Twitch, and then it should give you the access in order to basically give you the right to use any of the commands and all that. There's still some commands I'm still trying to figure out what I want to add. I want to see if we can get like the quotes working in there too, because I've been trying to get that. So far, nothing yet. I want to see if we can get the Beatdown bucks to be able to show up as well. So you guys can check out your Beatdown bucks or whatnot. I'm not too sure if you can make Beatdown bucks while being in the server. I probably won't allow it to do that. If you want to make Beatdown bucks, you'll have to be at the channel live. I think that's more fair, just because we do have people who just lurk in my server. So I feel it's best if you can only make Beatdown bucks through the Twitch chat. So yeah, but I want to have it so you can like look at your Beatdown bucks in the chat room, on Discord. But you can only make them through actually watching the channel or being in the channel live and whatnot. So that's how that will basically work. But still trying to figure out some things on that, because like I mentioned, BeatdownBot did get a new update yesterday, and it's actually kind of cool. It's very, very clean, and the fact that now you can actually like save your stuff now, which is great. I'm so happy they have made it so you can actually save your bot at any point. So if anything ever happens again, we're fine. We're good. We can just copy this file you make, and then you're good basically. So it's fantastic. I love that you can now actually export it and all that. And another cool thing is that you can also with this new BeatdownBot command or update, you can actually connect it to GameWisp. So I will actually be connecting it to GameWisp with the GameWisp sub button. So maybe having it so I can like give people like currency over time or whatnot. It just depends how this will work. I'm not too sure how everything for GameWisp and the bot will work. So it's still this update's 100% new to me. I just wanted to make sure to get all the Discord stuff working, and it was a bit of a pain yesterday. So but I eventually got it working. But yeah, it's a bit of a pain to get it to working, but I got it working, so that's the best thing about that. So yeah, so like I mentioned, if you want, like I said, if you want any instructions on how to get to use any of the BeatdownBot commands on the Discord server, make sure to check the links and rules section in the Discord server, and it'll give you a full instruction how to do it there. So yeah, and that's just to get all abilities to use the commands and whatnot. Some of them, by the way, not all of them, just some of them, just to let everybody know. Those being like the main ones to be used, but basically not like any of the social media and stuff like that. That will not be used. None of the Mario Kart commands, like to use like for Steam sets and that, will be used. So it's just mainly like ones like !Andy, !Toasty, Winner, Batman, let's see here, yes, no, chance, etc, etc, like those kind of things. None of the Mario Kart ones will be accessible in BeatdownBot, which is cool because I can have it set where you can use these commands everywhere or just in the Twitch chat, which is kind of sweet. So I love having that ability to do that, which is really, really cool. But like I said, I want to try to see if I can get the quotes and whatnot being implemented to there, because I know a lot of people love using the quotes. I'll see if also we can actually add commands through the Discord server as well. Just however, mods are the only ones who can do that, though. So just so that everybody knows. So yeah, so I'll have to think about it if we want to do that or whatnot. But I think for the most part we might keep it just being in the Twitch channel itself, because it's probably a little easier that way than compared to having it all being spammed throughout the chat room and whatnot. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically how that worked. One new thing you may be noticing, I've actually been adding emotes to the channel. Yeah. Through the power of better Twitch TV, if you do not have that installed on your PC, make sure to do so, because this is the only way you'll be able to see these emotes. We have activated a few new emotes at the moment. There's still some I'm still kind of adding as time goes on. But you can only use them, like I said, through better Twitch TV, and we have a few of them. Some of them are shared, and then there are some of them that I have implemented myself, such as the TGBD logo. I'm going to be posting them here in the chat here live on Twitch. We got that one right there. We also have my face right there. We got that one. at the moment. This one was a shared one. This is a oh, I guess Zach posted them all there. So yeah, those are the ones we have at the moment. We have a few shared ones, and then 2 of them I posted. Like I said, I'm still trying to add ones for myself. Because Better Twitch TV is a little stingy on sometimes of which ones you can upload. I tried adding like a specific Dolan, but unfortunately they disallowed that for whatever reason. But this one was allowed, so I guess I have to use that one, unfortunately. There was also a Pingu one I tried adding as well, but unfortunately it didn't allow me to add it either for some odd reason. So, but this one's animated, so it's kind of cool. So I like that. And then we got a dancing ditto, which is cool. We got an air horn and then a hype. I'm gonna see if we can try to get like a toasty guy. I'm trying to see if I can add that or whatnot to my emotes and whatnot. And the best thing about this, I have implemented this to the Discord server, so all the ones that are not animated, by the way, all the emotes that are not animated will work in the Discord server, by the way. So you can go into the Discord server, look under the Gaming Beatdown emotes, and then all the ones that are workable on Discord are there. Fortunately, none of the animated ones work at this time, and hopefully, we get an update with Discord where animated emotes will work eventually down the line, and that'll be awesome. So then those ones can all work, because that'll be sweet if they do. But at the moment, we have a few of them. As I said, I want to add more of the face emotes, like the ones that Dan made. But as you can see, if you look on the chat there, it is a little hard to make out what it is, but it's supposed to be a smiley face. That's what that's supposed to be. Unfortunately, like the ones with Dan made, they're kind of hard to make out what they're supposed to be. So hopefully, if Dan ever watches this, if he can make it so they look a little better, then I will change that emote and whatnot. Because all the other ones look good. All the other ones look very, very good. So that's a good thing. So yeah, and like I said, more of them will be on the way. If you have any emotes that have any ideas for emotes that I should make or put on, feel free to leave suggestions, and I will consider adding them. So yeah. Now, next thing I want to talk about is what the hell is all this back here? Why is this all messy here? Well, there's a reason for that. Throughout the middle half of February, I basically have been getting just been reorganizing my room and everything, so everything has just been kind of been cleaned out and whatnot. There was new carpet actually adding. There was actually new carpet being added to my room, which is already done, so that's all done. I had my bed in there and all that. And then yesterday, or actually a couple weeks ago, I ordered a desk through Staples. And as of yesterday, I actually have built it and put it up on there. I wanted to do a stream of it, but unfortunately, we had to put it up just to make sure where everything else was going to go in the room, right? So unfortunately, I couldn't do a live stream in there. So, and plus, at the moment, it's still kind of being worked on right now. So I'm still trying to get internet access and all that in there at the moment. But the desk is now 100% built and everything, and I have taken a picture of it. I will post it right here. So here's a look at the desk right now. This is in the room where it is, and the reason why there's a desk is that the streaming stuff is going to be moved into there. So I will now have my very own personal space to do live streaming. So it's no longer going to be in the open anymore. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to have the consoles on the longer side of the desk. I'm going to have probably the TV on where that little stand is, and then probably a monitor on the other side, like the other side of the desk there, and then underneath where basically the keyboard side is there. It's basically like a wooden desk with some glass added to it too. There are some glass and some wood added to it, but it's mostly like a oak desk, so it's actually a pretty awesome desk. Originally it was like $400, but I got it on sale for $220. So that's actually a pretty darn good deal right there. And it was one that was the last one there, and it was on display, so I got the display version of it as well. So yeah, so that's very awesome. If anyone's asking if I'm still in my basement, yes I am. My room is actually in my basement. Actually, it's actually just down the hall, going this way. Actually, like if you go that way and then turn, it's actually just straight down that way. So yeah, so I'm a little ways away from my room still, but it is still in the basement a bit still. So yeah. As for like everything getting moved on in there, it's like I said, it's still being worked on. That's why I still have like my dressers and all that sitting around here. Eventually, hopefully in a few weeks, everything here on this desk will be moved over to there. I'm gonna actually be trying to move my actual my game stand here and move it in there eventually. But for the moment, all this is gonna go in there first, and then once everything is in there, I'll give everybody a room tour and showcase everything there. Once everything has been settled in there, so yeah, maybe we'll do a room tour stream once everything is in there. But yeah, so this is probably the last actual monthly Beatdown podcast from this general location. It only took 6 episodes, but yeah, streaming in this general location, which has been where I've been streaming for pretty much since the beginning, is almost coming to an end, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna be moving on to a over there now eventually. So yeah, on a newer desk and everything. So yeah, I'm not too sure when exactly that'll all be will all be done, but it'll eventually I'll say when everything will go in. So yeah, so at the moment it's still being worked on, but it's gonna be done probably soon. So yeah. Now, a thing I was talking about earlier about unboxing, I have been thinking I might do an unboxing stream because in a couple days here, we're about 48 hours or so, maybe less than that now actually, the Nintendo Switch will be coming out to the world. And as mentioned, I actually got one pre-ordered through Best Buy. Not the first day they went on pre-orders. There was like a couple weeks ago in February, I was able to snag one online. It was the gray model, in fact. I'm hopefully once it comes, I might actually do a unboxing of it on the cast just to showcase everything. However, it's not too sure yet if it's going to be arriving here tomorrow. I mean, there's been this little thing I've been looking up, and it's like I'm not too sure if Best Buy has like all the stock in just yet. However, a lot of rumors on Reddit I'm looking at are supposed to be they're supposed to be getting prepared tomorrow to be shipped out. So I'm hoping that's the case. So then it comes in on Friday, but if not, it may have to come in next week sometime. So hopefully the sooner it gets here, because that'll be awesome. I was looking at like a game I was getting coming with it through Amazon. Unfortunately, that's supposed to come out at launch day as well. Problem with that is that it looks like they moved the delivery estimate to it till March 8th to the 10th. So I probably will not be getting the game until a few days. It's good to know that Nintendo really loves Canada. Like, I'm being sarcastic with that. They don't, for whatever reason. I don't know why they don't like us for some reason. And so a lot of the stuff seems like it might be delayed for Canada, which really is a big bummer. Hopefully, though, the console can get here safe and sound by Friday. If not, hopefully at least next week, because yeah, that would be awesome if we can do that, an unboxing stream sometime next week. Especially since I don't know who it's getting delivered from. I hope it's from Canada Post, so then it can get delivered to the mailbox just outside the house, or maybe someone else. I don't know. I've never ordered through Best Buy before, so it'll be very, very, very interesting to see how this works out. Hopefully, it's a lot. I mean, I've had some issues with Amazon, but not too bad with them, honestly. But I'm hoping Best Buy is actually pretty reliable too when it comes to ordering stuff from them, because personally have never ordered anything from Best Buy before, so this is actually my first time doing so. So yeah, should be interesting, and hopefully they deliver. I have some faith they will, so I'm hoping tomorrow morning or maybe later today the transaction will go through, and then I can estimate when it's coming and whatnot. So yeah, so once it gets here, I'm not sure what exactly when, but eventually when it shows up, probably expect a unboxing stream of it. So yeah, because I cannot wait to open it up. I've never gotten a console at launch before, so this is my first ever console I've ever gotten at launch. So hopefully it gets here on the day it comes out. So yeah, so just keep an eye out for that whenever that happens. I'll probably mention it on Twitter or something like that when that happens. So yeah. Alright, and now the last thing I kind of want to touch upon is the March 2017 channel update. yes, the schedule, the live schedule for when you can expect the live streams here on this channel. So I will quickly switch things over here to the schedule. So here's what this month's schedule for the month of March. I'm just gonna quickly switch things over here. There we go. There we are. Alright, so here's the March channel schedule. Now keep in mind, all these dates are expected to change if something happens or whatnot, so please keep that in mind. Alright, so as you can see here, Wednesday, March 1st, we're currently live right now with the monthly Beatdown podcast. What's up? That's happening right now. Tomorrow we'll be live. The return of late night beatdowns after a couple week hiatus, or just not been able to do so. We'll be here with late night beatdowns with Rocket League and a viewer's choice game, and that should be pretty awesome. Friday we'll be here with Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep and the Unchained Key movie, and that will be done in one cast. So that's all going to be happening on the Switch day. No cast on Saturday because I gotta work then. Sunday night, Mario Kart, March 5th. So we'll be having some more Mario Kart action on Sunday, March 5th. And then the start of Tales of Symphonia will be happening on Monday, March 6th. So yes. And by the way, once Tales begins, since this Kingdom Hearts cast is only going to be a day, Tales of Symphonia will take over for Fridays and Saturday cast, or slot 1 and 2 for Let's Play nights, depending when I can stream on those days. So yeah, expect Tales of Symphonia for the whole month, basically. I will change it so it says Tales of Symphonia. Just keep in mind as well, some of the times on this the schedule are wrong when I scroll down. So if you see like 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., that's wrong. It's just a glitch through the site itself, so that's why. So I'll have to fix that when that happens. Anyway, back to what I was saying. March 9th, we'll be back with more late night beatdowns. I'm not sure we'll be playing yet on that, so keep an eye, stay tuned for that. And then we'll be back here Saturday, no Friday cast, unfortunately. So Saturday with Tales of Symphonia, that'll probably be day 2. And then Mario Kart on March 12th. Day 3 of the Hit Tales, or March 13th, which is a Monday. And then Tales of Symphonia, again, actually, no late night beatdowns again, by the way, on the 16th. I have to work on that Thursday. On Friday and Saturday, March 17th and 18th, probably the only time will be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday cast. Like that. We'll have Tales and Tales on both those Fridays and Saturdays. And Mario Kart on the 19th of March. Then once again, late night beatdowns, back again. I'm not sure what I'll be doing yet for that. And then on Friday, we'll be doing more Tales, pretty much. And then Sunday, the 26th, we'll be doing Mario Kart. And then Monday, we'll have late night beatdowns, and then the 27th, we'll have Tales of Symphonia. Excuse me, I should say, not late night beatdowns, what am I talking about? Yeah, Tales of Symphonia will happen more on the 27th there, and then March 31st, which is a Friday. That time is not right, by the way, just keep in mind those times, that those are not correct. We'll have more Tales of Symphonia, probably on the 31st, which is a Friday. And then, let me just take a look at April here for a second, just want to see if I have it updated here. I do not. Okay, so as for the monthly Beatdown podcast, I'm not too sure if it'll happen on the Saturday. Maybe. I'm trying to see if maybe it will. I'll get up in the afternoon just to do that, but we'll see. We'll see. But probably more Tales will happen there too. But I'm not too sure yet for the April update schedule yet. So yeah. So basically, that's basically this month's schedule. There's gonna be a few Monday casts this month again. So yeah, unfortunately March is a little busier too, but not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, that's gonna be the schedule here. And if you want to check out the schedule, you can go to spec.me/xxanimanxx, and that's where you can check out the schedule for all that good jazz. And keep in mind, the schedule is willing to change if something happens down the line or whatnot. So yeah. All right. So yeah. That's basically the schedule for March, and it should be interesting. Only one game pretty much for Let's Play nights. Well, technically 2, but the one will be done in a day, so yeah. But mostly one will be taking part for the whole month, so yeah. And I think it's a good time to do that one, just because there's a game coming out in April that I'm looking more forward to for lower than everything, so I want to see if we can line it up right so I can do that on the first, like the week it comes out, so yeah, that'd be awesome if we can. So we'll have to see how that turns out and whatnot. Alright, so now with that being said, we're going to be switching things over now to the monthly Beatdown podcast mailbag. Yes, this is where this is where I'll be doing questions that you guys can submit to me. So if you have any questions, submit them to me through AskFM, and I will be answering as many questions as I have here for this month. So yeah, and if you have any questions, make sure to submit them beforehand. So every month I'll have questions to answer beforehand too. So yeah. All right, so let's take a look here. All right, so we'll start off from here. So let's take a look here. Our first question: favorite indie game from the Nintendo Switch Direct? Not sure who this is from, but that's the question. Ukulele. I mean, I think that was probably the easiest question I was asked. Yeah, ukulele, just because it's the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, which is my all-time favorite game, or Banjo-Tooie, depending how you want it. It's basically Banjo 3, the true Banjo 3 that should have been. So yeah, that's mostly the thing I'm looking forward to the most. Maybe the Shovel Knight as well, but I've already played it. I think it's already free DLC anyway, so it's not a big deal on that. But Stardew Valley looks kind of cool. I haven't jumped in on Stardew Valley yet, and the fact that it's getting the online mode first, is pretty cool actually. So it always seems like a cool little game. I do like me some Animal Crossing. That I've barely played much Harvest Moon. Apparently, if you're a big Harvest Moon fanatic, you love Stardew Valley. So it seems like it'd be an interesting game to play. Just a nice little casual game to play. I've seen Uber play it. I've seen like a bunch of popular casters play it, and they seem to enjoy it a lot. Like they spend like a lot of time on it. So yeah. So maybe that one. I think the top two games from that direct were definitely the ukulele announcement and the Stardew Valley announcement. So I think those were definitely the two things I kind of got out of that direct, honestly. So I mean, it's just indie games. Nothing really too exciting. But yeah. So that's that question. Thank you for the question there. All right, our next question here. Do you know where Kingdom Hearts is located? This is not Master Xehanort asking. I don't know, honestly. I thought it was like a door at one point, and then I get told no, it's just a moon, a heart moon. But then that was fake, and then I get told it's another heart moon in another location. So I don't know. There's like 3 of them, 2 of them not real. 1 of them is supposed to be real. But I think there was one game that actually is. There's actually confirmed which is the real one, and that's probably the one in Birth by Sleep, which Master Xehanort should know if that's actually him, which apparently it's not. So, so yeah, I think that's the actual one from what I'm understanding. It's the one from Birth by Sleep is the actual legit one. Guys, besides Kingdom Hearts, actually I know where Kingdom Hearts is. It's inside a scrub-ass duck named Dolan. So when he dies and his heart flies out of his chest, that's where Kingdom Hearts is. So no wonder why he dies all the time. No wonder why Kingdom Hearts is always in danger. It's because he dies every 10 seconds. It explains a lot, right? But yeah, that's where I believe it is. But no, in all honesty, the legit answer is that it's in Birth by Sleep. It's with the area where in Birth by Sleep the fight is and whatnot. So yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. That's the question from probably not Xehanort, but maybe it is. I'm sorry, Sora, if it was actually him. All right, let's take a look here. Let's keep on with the Kingdom Hearts trends here, because there's another question. If you could replace Donald as a healer with someone else, who would it be and why? Probably I could well, that's anybody. Anybody is better than Donald. Let's be real here for a minute. Anybody is a better choice than Donald Duck. Let's be real here for a minute. I would take a piece of plastic, like a plastic bag that you could put like M&Ms in. That would be a better healer than Donald Duck. The pouch that holds the sensu beans is still a better healer than Donald Duck. Literally, it just holds beans, but it does more damage and healing than Donald Duck could ever do. And Donald heals you when you heal yourself. So he wastes his magic just to get bodied by Lingering Will or some boss, Xemnas, Ansem, or whoever. But you know what? I think there's one person that Donald does do better than, and that's Rechosaurus Rex. Rechosaurus Rex. He did not live up to his name, and it feels bad, man. You know what else could heal better than Donald Duck? This container. This container of M&Ms is still better than Donald. Let's see what else is better. This can of Arizona raspberry flavor, good stuff by the way, is also better than Donald. I mean, anything is better than Donald. Me sitting in a chair going, he's a better healer than Donald. I mean, anything is better. Let's just. I think that's that's just straight up the easiest answer. That's the easiest thing to say. Anything is better. So yeah. Thank you for the question there. Appreciate it. All right. We got another Kingdom Hearts question. My goodness, a lot of them. Now that you've played most of the Kingdom Hearts series on cast, which entry would you say is your favorite, gameplay-wise, story-wise, and overall? And this is from Kippy. Gameplay-wise, I would say Kingdom Hearts 2. Easily. Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably the best version, just for gameplay-wise. It's fast, it's just, the combos are great. The combat is just so fun. The reaction commands, sure, that game is basically triangle to win, but damn, I wouldn't lie if the triangle commands are just so fun to use. And the fact that they're going to be using basically KH2 for KH3, but without the reaction commands, will be pretty damn fun too. So eventually I will probably have to say KH3 will be the best gameplay-wise, but I think KH2 is hands down the best gameplay-wise throughout the entire series. A lot of people say Birth by Sleep is as well, and they ain't wrong there, because Birth by Sleep is pretty damn good too, but I have to say KH2 is just slightly better, just because I love the drive forms. I love the summons in that game. There's just so much you can do in that game, just compared to the first game where you're just basically using standard attacks and whatnot. This game has so many abilities you can do, and it's just, damn, it's just fun, and just how fast paced it is too makes it even better. And the fact that we're getting it on PS4 pretty shortly at the end of the month in 60 FPS is going to be great, and it should be really, really fun. Story-wise, probably the first game. It's the easiest to follow, personally. It's probably when the series was the simplest to follow. I think it's the best game in the series, easily, for story. And I have more nostalgia for that game compared to anything else in the series, just because I played it so many times. That's pretty much the reason. It's just a simple story to follow. I mean, it's not the one where you can just get so lost in out of nowhere. That doesn't happen until KH2. And as much as I love KH2, that's where more of the confusion begins, honestly. And that's the reason why for all these side titles or other sequels that had to come out, or prequels or whatnot. So yeah, I have to say 1 definitely, just because it's the easiest to follow for story. 358/2 is kind of easy to follow too. I like the story in that, but I like the first game the best just because it's just easier to follow. And it's kind of got that Sonic Adventure 1 kind of feel to it, with the dialogue, just not bad voice acting or anything. It just, there's a lot of quotable stuff from that game compared to a lot of the other games, right? I mean, there's a lot of things you can quote from the first Kingdom Hearts compared to any of the other games. But that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But yeah, it's just much more of a memorable experience compared to a lot of the other games in the series. And there's a lot of good games in the series too. Very underappreciated ones too, except for Recode. That's bad. Fuck that game. Never again. And overall, I have to say probably. God, I have to say. Damn it, I have to say 2 again. Overall, just I don't know. I just like 2 the best. It always comes down to being like 2 and like 1 with me, and 2 is just so much fun. It's just the full package. It's just the best game in the whole series, honestly. Sure, it has the more confusing plot points getting added into it, but that's what I like about this series. It's just you play them after a number of times, and then you like kind of like line up the pieces and all that. Sure, some things are not always explained great, and they could do better on that, but that's always what's so good about this franchise to me, is that it's a mystery and you have to just line up the pieces. That's why there's always those Connect Kingdom Hearts at the end of like the special endings and whatnot, because you're connecting everything together. It's like, oh, it's like a puzzle. You know, Nomura is sometimes a bit of a goofball. Some things that he comes up with don't make any sense at all, but I don't know. I like it. It's just, that's the thing with this series, is as long as you take your time with the games and just like read up of everything or just play through the games a number of times, you'll kind of get an understanding what the hell's going on. Yeah, that's just how I personally feel about it. Besides Recode, you don't learn anything from Recode. Everything else you will. Every other game you'll learn something from them. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said, it just takes a number of playthroughs just to play through them. So, yeah. But yeah, overall for all the series, definitely 2. 2 is definitely my favorite. With 1 just behind it, just because of the story. So, yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for that question. And here's another one. What game to you receives a lot of hate, but you feel it shouldn't? Now I'm not I used to be a pretty big Sonic the Hedgehog fan, not as much anymore. But my favorite Sonic game, as I've mentioned, is Sonic Heroes, for 3D wise. That is my 3D all-time Sonic game is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But for 3D ones, definitely Sonic Heroes is my personal favorite. I mean, when the game first came out, it was actually loved by a lot of people. A lot of people were really liked it. And as the years gone by, I don't know, some random backlash for this game for whatever reason. And I don't know why. I'm very confused why Sonic Heroes gets a lot of hate. I understand that there's some questionable things, such as how slippery the game is. The special stages that can get the Chaos Emeralds can be a bit of a bitch. That's probably the only bad thing I have with the game. Sure, maybe the chaos levels can be annoying, but I don't know. I find them fun. But I don't know. This game has the most simplest story you can ask for a Sonic the Hedgehog game. I mean, you don't need to like, oh, Doomsday is upon us, we're gonna send aliens, or we have to kill Iblis Trigger, or Dark Gaia, or stuff like that. I mean, no, this game is pretty simple to follow. It's just, you're just going on adventures, just stopping Eggman, and then at the end you're fighting Metal Sonic, and he's the actual bad guy, and he just wants revenge because he thinks he's the real Sonic, right? Easy. It's a simple story, and that's why I like it so much. And yes, that's too, like, the combat too, where it can, like, all the enemies have life bars. Some teams' stages, like, last, like, 2 seconds, while others take, like, 15 minutes or so. But, I don't know. I just like it. I find it so fun. All the teams are unique. They all, I mean, most of the gameplay is basically the same, but they're all different. They all have they're all different with each other, they feel. Even though it's all the same, basically. The power characters play the same, but a lot of their abilities feel different. The flying characters basically fly, and they have their own, like, attack. A different version of it is. And then the speed characters have their kind of abilities and whatnot. Like, SBO can, like, camouflage himself, which is kind of sweet. And then all the team specials. It's just a fun game, I find. And everyone says, like, Sonic Adventure 2 is, like, the best one, but as good as that is, I have to disagree, unfortunately. I like Sonic Adventure 2 as well, but I don't like it as much as, like, a lot of people do. I don't know. I only find really much enjoyment of Sonic Adventure 2 with the speed stages, like the Sonic and Shadow stages. I could care less for the Knuckles and Rouge stages, and the Eggman and Tails stages. I mean, they're okay, but it's like Tails should have just been out of the mech the whole game. It should have just been Eggman in those stages, those type of stages, right? As for the Chowgurn, I mean, a lot of people like them. I mean, I didn't really spend too much time with them. I mean, sure, I goofed around in the Child Garden every now and then, but I didn't like spend like countless hours in the Child Garden. So I don't know. I just find it's maybe a pretty unpopular opinion, but I kind of find Adventure 2 a very overrated game personally. So that's just how I feel on that. Good game though, but I find it a bit overrated, honestly. But yeah, going back to the question, yeah, I find Heroes a very, very game that gets a lot of hate for no reason. And I think it's one of the better 3D Sonic games, personally. Sure, there's some tough parts to it. There's some annoying. It's not the perfect game, but I don't know. It's as good as any other 3D Sonic game. So I mean, I don't see why it's all that bad, honestly. Try to see any games I have here on my shelf that I can say. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of any other games, honestly. That's like the one I always hear, personally. That gets a lot of hate. Oh, another one, actually. Actually, I just realized I have another one. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I kind of like the game. I like it, but a lot of people who like the original don't really like Dark Moon as much. And I don't know. I find it fun. I think it's a good game. I love how animated the characters are in that game. The cutscenes are like one of the best thing about the game. The gameplay's fun too, but I love how animated like Luigi and all the characters are and everything in that game. I don't know. I know all the people don't like it just because there's like more than one mansion in the game. And I don't know. I like it. I personally think it's a fun little game. Personally, I think it's one of those games that probably should have been on Wii U. Personally, but I don't know. I liked Dark Moon. I think it was a very, very, very solid game. That game gets a lot of hate too for whatever reason as well. I don't know. And let's see here. I'll say Dream Drop Distance as well. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance gets a lot of hate too, which I don't understand. I really don't understand. For people who've never played Recoded, they're either high or they don't know what they're talking about. Personally, I don't see. I mean, yes, Dream Drop has its issues in that, but have you ever even played Recoded? Shit sucks. It's absolutely garbage. I hate Recoded. It makes me salty. There was nothing appealing to Recoded personally. I don't understand how Recoded is so can be said, oh, this game is better than Dream Drop. I don't understand. I just can't. I have to defend Dream Drop just because when people say like Recoded is like okay, it's like no, get out, go away. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, like I said, Dream Drop has its issues, but it's like they're fine. It's like it doesn't ruin the experience, honestly. I mean, there are ways to get around them. Like the only thing that's bad about it is probably the Dream Meters. That's it. That's really it. The drop meter, just go buy Drop Me Nuts. You're fine. Just go buy Drop Me Nuts and you're fantastic. You won't have to worry about the drop meter throughout the whole game. It's like I said, the only thing is really just the Dream Meters. That's it. That's really it. And how all the abilities are locked away from them. That's the only thing that's bad about that game. Only thing. Other than that, and sure, I guess the story goes all over the place there, but I don't know. I don't know. That's just how I feel on that, honestly. The Dreamers are like the only bad thing about it, I find. So that's just how it is with me, I find. And even though I did say the story is a little confusing at times, it has taken a few number of playthroughs, like with every other game in the series, just to get an understanding of what's going on. And then once you figure all that out, you're good, basically. So yeah, it's just like every other game in the series. You got to play it a few number of times just to get a clear understanding of what the hell is happening. So that's basically it. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else here. I can't think of any other games, honestly, that I could add to that list. Yeah, I don't know. That's really all I can really think of, honestly. Those are like the 3 games I can really think of. Like I constantly hear that are like eh. They're like, oh, I don't like that game. It sucks. Compared to this, it's like, nah, man, nah, nah. I'm nah from Fire Emblem. Nah, nah, man, nah. But yeah, those are basically the question. That's basically that question, I guess. Those are like the 3 games I had today. Sonic Heroes, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon, and Dream Drop Distance. So yeah, that was that question. Thank you very much here. Just gotta check if we have any more questions here. If we don't, that probably will be it for this episode. Alright, nothing else here. So yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, submit them to my AskFM account, ask.fm/xxanimanxx, and you can get your questions asked, and I will answer them live on cast for every month for the Monthly Beatdown podcast. So yeah, that's basically how that will work. So yeah, it doesn't look like we got any more questions, so that will probably be all. So just to recap, we talked about the past month that happened, what went down in the month of February. Talked about the 2 Let's Plays and like all the casts that happened. What to expect for this month for playthroughs such as 2.8 or 0.2 Birth by Sleep and Tales of Symphonia, along with some late night beatdowns and some Mario Kart. Talked about BeatdownBot now coming to Discord now. He's on there right now, which is awesome, and how to be able to use the commands and all that. Or get access to use the commands. Talked about emotes and everything like that, now available on the channel through Better Twitch TV, so make sure to download that if you haven't. Talked about the new streaming room, which is coming pretty soon. The Nintendo Switch and my situation with it, which hopefully it comes here in a few days. That'll be great. Please don't let me down, Best Buy. The schedule for the month, and we did a Q&A session, so yeah. That's basically it for this month edition of the Monthly Beatdown podcast. I think the next Monthly Beatdown podcast probably will try to be on April 1st. April Fools. That'd be funny if I have to do something for that then, because oh boy, if I can stream on the 1st of April, oh that'd be priceless. But we'll see. I'll have to mention when I'll be able to do it if I can't do it on the Saturday, so keep an eye out on that. So keep an eye on that on the website or Twitter or the Discord server or anything like that. So yeah, until next time, guys, this has been episode 6 of the Monthly Beatdown podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give a like on YouTube if you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure to submit them to me through Twitter, the comment section down below, or on the Discord server. So yeah, so on the next time, guys, that'll be the next cast for here after following this recording will be tomorrow for late night beatdowns with Rocket League and a viewer's choice game. So yeah, and the poll is up on the website right now, so make sure to go check out the weekend preview article I posted on the site, so you can you can vote for the game for the viewer's choice part of the late night beatdowns for tomorrow. So yeah, that should be awesome. So yeah, that'll be all for this episode, guys. So thanks for watching and take care, and we'll see you guys on the next episode or stream of the Gaming Beatdown. So until then, guys, take care. Have a good one. See ya.